Well guys, in today's video, Lexi is going to visit of the world tiniest houses. And first of all, Lexi comes to the number 1 tiny house and Lexi finds this place very cute. And according to the listing, this tiny house is also called the Hobbit house and often couples feel relaxed by coming here, but Lexi is alone here. And then Lexi goes inside the tiny house and from the outside the tiny house looks so small and cute. And Lexi get to see everything tiny inside the house. And Lexi has trouble using the toilet here, and then here Lexi get to see the horses, and also Lexi get to see a big jacuzzi here. And this jacuzzi looks bigger than the tiny house. But according to the listing, this jacuzzi is called a cowboy pool. And after walking around all day, it's sunset time for Lexi. And Lexi likes the sunset time very much. And here Lexi also get to see the tiny food, but Lexi is excited to eat them. And after dinner it's time for Lexi to sleep. And after spending the night, the next morning Lexi comes to the next tiny house. And this tiny house looks even better than the first one. And here too Lexi comes alone, and then Lexi wants to check out the inside of the tiny house. And the door to the tiny house opens with a key card, and after entering Lexi finds the place crazy, and here Lexi gets all the necessities of life. And the view from inside to outside looks very beautiful, but there are no cell services. And then Lexi opens her bag and takes out all the essentials. And to freshen up, first Lexi drinks juice, and then Lexi get to see a jacuzzi here too. And then after that Lexi wants to take a short walk in the desert. And after walking around all day, it gets dark on Lexi and it's time for Lexi to go to bed, but Lexi can't see any lights and it's pitch black everywhere. And Lexi has to turn on her lamp, and before going to sleep Lexi cooks noodles on the tin stove to eat. And after eating the noodles, it's time for Lexi to go to bed. But Lexi can't sleep properly here until late at night because it's very cold here. And then next morning Lexi goes to the next tiny house. And this tiny house looks pretty cool from the first two. And it's also called the tiny castle. And it's where Lexi gets everything she needs. And Lexi gets Wi-Fi service here and a mini fridge Lexi gets to see. And has some strawberry lemonade. And Lexi barely carries her suitcase upstairs. And in this tiny house Lexi gets to see the rooftop, and Lexi likes this tiny house better than all the other tiny houses. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I have given the link of the official video in the description. You can also watch their official video. See you again in a new video. Until then, take care.